says it's connecting. We are having technical difficulties again today, folks. It is what it is. Mercury's retrograde. I've been trying to go live for the last 20-30 minutes, but hey, it is what it is. I'm here now, and I guess that's all that matters, because we're talking about how to get unstuck today. So if you feel stuck in any area of your life, then maybe I've got something that can help you. Plus, we're going to be doing some daily messages as well. So come on, put your comments in the comment box so that I know that you're here, and we can get started. Tiffany Gabriel says, Hi Tiffany, how you doing? Suzette from California says, good morning Suzette. Oh, Tony's saying good morning from Florida. Chilly Florida. How cold is it in Florida at the moment? Ooh. A friend of mine put on their Facebook post this morning that they had ice on their windscreen, and that is cold. That is really cold for Florida, because I think I only ever had to do that once in about 22 years. All right, so come on, put your hellos in here. We're talking about getting unstuck. Excuse the background, we're having some technical difficulties. I'm doing the best that I can for you. And those that do not know me, my name is Anne-Marie McCormack. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm the author and creator of the Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards, and they won an award from the Coalition of Visionary Resources for the best divination product in 2020. Tony says it's 54 and it's going to be in the 20s this week. Wow, you're going to have to put your heating on. Florida, I was using AC, and then just once in a while you have to crank that heating up because it gets cold. You're going to have to cover your plants as well, because if it gets below freezing, those plants are going to need a little bit of wrapping up, aren't they? Otherwise they're going to die, because we have such delicate plants. Now, if you haven't said hello, please say hello. Somebody else says it's 28 here. Where are you? Carmen Diaz says, good morning, Anne-Marie. Good morning, Carmen. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about getting unstuck. Oh, and closed-toe shoes, no flip-flops. I wonder if that's Coco. Coco's always wearing flip-flops. Closed-toe shoes, no flip-flops. Karen, oh, it's Karen Hayes. Good morning. Cold is coming. Karen Venables, good morning. She's on YouTube. Jenny says good morning. Good morning, Jenny. So come on, y'all start saying good morning so I know that you're here. Don't forget to add your name in the comment box if you want a message, okay? Now, I never send out friends requests. Oh, it's Tony said the flip-flop joke. I know somebody that Coco, that all she wears is flip-flops. And it's like she wears nice flip-flops to go out. And I keep saying, stop doing it. It's not good for you. Claudia says good morning. So good to see you. Suzette says it's 28 in California. Ooh. They're talking about Fahrenheit. In America, they do Fahrenheit. Whereas in Europe, we do Celsius, don't we? So in order to convert it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you double it and add about 32, I think. And then it kind of works, okay? Gives you a rough idea of the temperatures. So 28 in California is going to be below freezing. Definitely. So how y'all doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. So don't forget, I don't send out friends requests. It's scammers that do that. If you get a request from me that says I've got a message for you, it's a scammer. Don't get sucked in. I don't do things like that. If you want a reading with me, you go to the website above and you click and you make an appointment to see me. If I give you a message while I'm on here, I give you a message. That's how it works. And if not, you know, book a private session with me. We do them via Zoom. Now we're talking today about getting unstuck. So if you feel stuck in any area of your life, type a little message in the box and tell me which way you feel stuck. And we'll pull a card for you, and we'll also give you some ideas about how to get unstuck, okay? But getting stuck happens over time. It doesn't happen overnight, does it? We don't suddenly wake up and think, oh my God, we're stuck. It's just a gentle blockage, blocks, and then all of a sudden we're completely blocked, aren't we? So what can we do when we get blocked? We can face our fears. we can face everything and rise instead of forgetting everything and running. So we face everything and rise. That's the first thing. And then, if you make a list of what you're doing during the day, and see where your time is getting frittered, where is it getting wasted, because that keeps you stuck, all these diversions. Think of your life as being like a river, okay? If you've got a nice clean river, it flows, and it flows beautifully. Now if you get some branches stuck in there, might stick it up a little, some leaves, some old furniture thrown in there, some boulders thrown in there, it soon stops the flow, doesn't it? So what you have to do to unblock a river, you've got to get all that crap out of it. And it's the same with what's going on up here, because as you think, so shall it be. Your thoughts determine where you're going in life. How you think and how you feel about yourself decides where you're going to be, okay? So rule number 1 was face everything and rise, don't forget everything and run. Number 2, start writing down what you're doing in a day, because that'll tell you where your energy is getting wasted. It's the same when you're spending too much money. Write down everything you're spending, then you'll figure out what you don't need to spend and what you do need to spend. But we're talking about your energy so that you can move forward, okay? Hi Ellen. Oh, Suzette says she's stuff. Good morning, Debbie. Right, so we're talking about getting stuck. Face everything and rise. Write lists for a week. Just do it for a week to figure out where your actual time is going, where your energy is going, because we want your energy focused on the right place, okay? Number 3, practice the attitude of gratitude. What do I mean? When shit's up, hit the fan and everything's all upside down, how can you be grateful for what's going on in life? Well, it could be worse. There's an old English saying, and it's like, I thought I was poor because I had no shoes, and then I met a man that didn't have any feet. So there's always somebody worse off than what you are. So be grateful for where you are. Be grateful that you've got a roof over your head. Be grateful that it doesn't leak. Be grateful that you've got food on the table. Be grateful that you're warm. These are all things, or you're cool if you're living in Florida. These are all things that you need to start to be grateful for, okay? So focus your attention on what is good about your life, not what's bad, okay? And then once you've done your journal for the week, find out where your energy is going, and let's decide, is it important that my energy is deferred and defrayed and going all over the place? Where can I conserve my energy? Where can I focus on me? Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Pearl. Good morning, Delancia. Could I have a read? I'll get to those in a bit. What we're talking about is a very important thing at the moment. We're talking about how to get unstuck. And if you want a message, like, share. Don't forget you've got to be a page follower. You've got to share this video. Share it to your own timeline, or share it to groups that you are entitled to share things to. I don't want you to be sharing things to places that they don't want to see me in. Share to your own timelines. Angela says, hello from Minnesota. Hello, I bet it's cold in Minnesota. It's normally frozen at this time of the year up there, isn't it? So during your day, see how much time you're spending on other people's issues. Are you paid to spend time on other people's issues? Or are they just bending your ear? Is it the same people time and time again saying, yeah, and then when you tell them what to do, they go, but, I can't do that because of this, I can't do that because of that, and I can't. No, it doesn't work. If they don't want to fix their lives, then just listen politely, go, and then ask them what they think they should do, and then just move on. Because if they're not ready to make a change into their life, you'll hear the same bitching and moaning every single day. It's just the way that they are. So we're going to face our fears. We're going to have an attitude of gratitude. We're going to write down who are the energy vamps, or where our energy is being sucked from, okay? Because those create blockages in our lives, just like a stream gets blocked or a river gets blocked with leaves and with branches and with boulders, and you know, a river needs to flow. So if you think of your life as being a river, things that are getting in the way are preventing the flow, and they're keeping you stuck. Okay, are you stuck in a relationship? Sometimes people get stuck in a relationship and they get saddened and they're in grief and they won't move on because they're waiting for an apology. Well, how's that working for you? It never really works, because there's always two sides to every story. When people genuinely care about each other, usually there's fault on both sides. So do we want to find out who was wrong, or do we just want to move forward? You're just going to have to decide that, is it worth the relationship? Is this a boundary that they really stepped over? Do they normally have narcissistic tendencies? Is this narcissistic tendencies, or is it just a big misunderstanding? If it's a big misunderstanding, apologize. Say, hey, I'm sorry. You know, wasn't my intention to hurt you, but it is what it is. Can we put it behind us? Because one thing doesn't need to ruin an entire relationship, okay? Because if you're going to get stuck waiting for an apology, you're going to be waiting forever. Because I bet your bottom dollar the other person thinks they're right too, okay? Now, when you look at your life, here's another way. If you feel stuck in your life, here's something else I want you to do. I want you to decide if your life was right now, was your child's life. So you're looking at yourself as your child. You're deciding that your child is stuck. Your child needs help now to unstick their lives. What are you going to do? You know why I asked you that question? Because when it's your child, you're going to come up with a solution. You're going to know instinctively what to do. You're going to say, right, my kid's got this issue, got this problem. Get out the way, I'm coming through, I'm going to fix it. And you're there and you fix it, don't you? Well, think of yourself as your child, and you'll soon fix those problems, and you come up with a plan for yourself in order to move forward. Because everything needs a plan, otherwise we're just wandering aimlessly if we don't have a plan. Get rid of your clutter in your mind, people taking up time, those energy vamps that are taking up your time during the day. Let it all go. Create some healthy boundaries, and you can always say to people, hey, oh, I'm sorry, I've got another call coming through, or I've just got to go do this, can I call you later, whatever. Don't just drop everything every time somebody else wants you to. Work your plan and stick to your plan. Good morning, Tiffany. Good afternoon, Diane. Good afternoon, Debbie. I did say good afternoon to Pearl, didn't I? So here we are with this. Has anybody got any questions about being stuck? Does anybody have anything to say? Or would anybody like me to pull a card for them about being stuck in their lives in any way, shape or form? And we'll see if we can get more clarification for you. Good morning, Laurie. Says good morning, lovely. Good morning, Laurie. All right. So, practice the attitude of gratitude. Make your plan. Write your list of what's going on in the day. Get rid of your energy vamps. Right? Face your fears and rise. Stop waiting for somebody else to apologise, because it's not going to happen, because they probably think they're right too, if it's to do with a relationship. And decide that you are a child and you're going to help your child. So you're going to drop everything and you're going to run to your child's rescue, and that is you. Okay? So Laurie says, you know I'm always stuck, so if you're feeling anything, here we go. If you pull one for me, and I'll gladly accept it. I'm starting to write my list now of people that are wanting messages. So we've got Laurie there, and she's liked and shared. We've got Kim Gray from British Columbia. We've got Millyanne that says good morning. We've got Pauline Messenger, good afternoon. She'd appreciate a card. Facebook user, again, I don't know who it is. It says, morning Anne-Marie, lovely to see your smiling face. Thank you. I'll smile. I'm going to help my child. Are you going to help your child? Your child is you. My child is me. Let's get this show on the road. All right. Okay. So the first one I'm going to pull a card for is Diane. Okay, Miss Diane. Let's get you a card. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got for Diane. How can Diane move forward? What can she do? Oh, okay, Diane, this is the card I pulled out for you. So, this is a really great example because there's a lot of us that do this. How can Diane move forward? And this is Diane Stanley Neal in Manchester. This is saying, let go of that mother energy. Let go of being the martyr. Let go of thinking, if I don't get it done, nobody else is going to get it done. Learn to delegate, Diane. Okay? Learn not to be attached to everything getting done in the right time. Everything gets done in divine time, because you're getting bogged down and you're getting stuck because you're feeling that everybody else's issues have to come before yours and you have to solve them before you can solve your own. No, that's out of order. Okay, be a hero, put them on the list, but make sure you're on your own list first and you're at the top of the list. So an affirmation for you is, I'm putting myself first and I allow my loved ones to work on their own issues. And that's a great way we get stuck in relationships, doing too much for other people. Yeah? Okay. So that was a message for Diane in Manchester. Now I have a message for Miss Pearl. So let's see what we have for Miss Pearl. What does Miss Pearl need to know about moving forward? Okay, now these are the Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards, and I'm the creator. You can get them from Amazon or all good bookstores. They won the Gold Medal Award from the Coalition of Visionary Resources in 2020 for the best new divination product. Okay, and you can get them. All right, Pearl. See, my background's gone weird again. Sorry. Your card is the bridge. Okay, so Pearl's card that I picked. What does Pearl need to do in order to become unstuck? What does Pearl need to do? The question I ask is, what does Pearl need to do in order to move forward? Oh, and Diane says, thank you very much. Well, the bridge, not about burning it. It's not about saying goodbye to the past. It's being mindful about our past mistakes so we don't repeat them. So Pearl may be stuck in a different loop. Diane's stuck in the loop of trying to help a family. Pearl's stuck in the loop of wondering whether I'm going to repeat, whether history's going to repeat itself. And it's never about, life is never about winning or losing. It's about how we play the game. I don't care if other people have got fancy Mercedes and big fancy houses. I don't care if people have got way ahead in life because they're liars and they're cheats. That's their issues. If people have got there by being wonderful and good business people and being wonderful and helpful, yay! I'm going to be the cheerleader. I'm always going to be their cheerleader if they're doing it right and they're doing it for the right reasons. But you know, we all make mistakes in our lives. We all screw up in our lives. So it's best to learn how to compromise and not be envious of people who've got way more stuff than what we are. Because at the end of the day, when you die, when you go to heaven, they're not going to say, oh, she had a lovely sofa. Oh, that car of hers was brilliant, wasn't it? They're going to talk about your deeds. They're going to talk about the kindness of your soul. They're going to say, she was a lovely lady. She had a beautiful kindness about her and she was very helpful to people, okay? So Cheryl says she wants a card. Somebody else says, hi, add me to the card list. Thanks, Kyra. Okay, so let's see how many I can get through. So there's Pearl's card. Make sure that you're mindful of the past so you don't make those same mistakes again, but don't let it govern you, okay? It's natural to be apprehensive when we're trying to do something different, when we're trying to make those changes, but let love and light guide your way, Pearl, okay? And don't let anybody else's opinion tell you what to do. Do what you want to do yourself, Pearl, okay? So now I'm going to Suzette. All right, Miss Suzette, you still with us? I'm going down my list. I wrote a list. So we'll see how many I get to. I'm going to try and get to as many as possible. We're on to Miss Suzette now from California, I think. Okay, Suzette. Oh, look at this. I've got a jumper. What's the jumper? Okay, yours is about your work because it's saying you're not doing the things that you really enjoy to do. So why are you stuck? Are you in a dead-end job? We didn't even discuss being in a dead-end job. That can make any of us feel stuck, can't it? So you got the justice card and you got the work card. So you need to find ways to balance, to bring things in balance, to bring things in harmony. Are you in harmony? Have you been finding balance? How can you balance work or play? Because the work card came up as well, okay? So we've got to balance work and play, and you've got to look for perhaps a change in your job, something that you'd really like to do, some kind of quirky fun work that you can have lots of fun in a different way. I love quirky work, and I always feel that when you do what you like to do, that the money comes in anyway. So don't be thinking, oh, I've got to be in this horrible job and I don't like it, and I'd really like to do X, but I don't think I'd make as much money in X. The money comes in for you in different ways when you're 100% committed to doing what you do the best. Okay, Miss Suzette. And you can always make some lifestyle changes as well. Miss Tiffany Gabriel, I have a message now for you. What can Tiffany do? Oh, and we're jumping already. What can Tiffany do? Tiffany can have some patience. Rome was not built in a day, Miss Tiffany. Okay? Be a little bit patient. Don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be so hard on others as well, Tiffany. Be patient. You see this card? It's got the frog on it, and it's got the fairy. And the frog needs to get a little bolder. The fairy needs to get a little bit gentler, so that she can kiss him and turn him into a prince. So in relationship wise, you've got to have a little bit of compassion with the opposite sex. Maybe treat them like a partner and less of a child. Sometimes we can say, you're not doing that, and you can stop that right now. And it's like we're talking to a child instead of our other half, instead of the people that we treasure and that we love. And of course we love our children, but sometimes men can act quite childish, so we have a tendency to talk to them like children, but they're not children, they are men. So I feel that this is what I'm going on with you about Tiffany at the moment. She goes, yay, thank you. All right, so just be nice, put your smile on, and don't panic at all, okay? So it's a challenge, and you need to trust in the challenge by letting things go, by saying, everything's going to happen in its own time. The divine has my best interest, and I'm going to allow things to unfold naturally, and I'm going to give some gentle encouragement, okay? Very, very gentle encouragement. All right. So there we go with Tiffany's message. Okay, so now we're going to go on to Laura. Let's see what we've got. Laura, let's see what we've got for Laura. Whoops. Yes, ma'am, Tiffany says. Definitely resonates. All right. I got frozen, Suzette. I did get your message, Suzette. You'll have to, what's the name? You have to rewind it, and it'll be there for you. Okay? All right, so we're going to get a message for Laurie. How can Laurie get unstuck? How can Laurie move forward with love, grace and ease? Oh, you've got some cord cutting to do. Okay, Miss Laurie, here's another. This is like the river with all the crap that's in it, all the branches, all the leaves, everything. You actually have to do some cord cutting so that you stop being stuck and that you start moving forward. And the way that you have to cord cut for you is by being attached to your experiences. None of us are our experiences. We've all screwed up. We've all made mistakes. Our experiences do not define who we are today. They define what we've gone through, and they've made us stronger, but they do not define who we are today. So what I want you to do, Miss Laurie Ritz, is to ask Archangel Michael to bring forth his mighty sword and cut away all the negative cords from your mind, body and soul. Visualize beams of light coming down from the heavens and burning those cords to dust. Then ask Archangel Michael and thank him for removing them, and ask him to replace them with strong ones, strong healthy cords filled with love, light, joy, gratitude and good opportunities. This brings more protection and peace into your life. All right? Okay. So you're going to cut cords, Laura, and you're going to have this affirmation. I want you to say this one about 50 times a day. I am whole, free, and I give thanks to Archangel Michael for his protection. And so it is. Amen. Because you're trapped in some kind of weird past memories or some weird ideas about how you think you should be as opposed to how you are. How you are is wonderful. Just appreciate where you are today, and that's how you'll move forward. Okay? Right, so that was Laura. Now we're on for Kyra. 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 We're getting a message for Kyra. Let's see what we have for Kyra. How can Kyra move forward? What does Kyra need to do to move forward? She just needs to bring in the harvest. She just needs to be, it's the attitude of gratitude. You got the autumn time. So what we're saying for you, Kyra, is you've got to decide that it is autumn, that your season is now, the time is now. So obviously there's opportunities and there's things going around you for your greater good at the moment. So you got to make the most of them. It's harvest time. Bring in the harvest. So you shouldn't be feeling stuck at all. The only thing that can make you stuck is your attitude when things aren't going your way, but decide everything's going my way. Every little problem has a solution. Everywhere there's just gold. Everything is magical. Everything is gold. That's the attitude I want you to have at the moment. And don't change your winning combination. Don't be looking to change your job or your home or your relationship or anything. Everything's working great. If you are feeling that you're a bit bored, well then bring some new life into it, breathe some fresh air into it, have some fun, consider that everything is wonderful, consider that everything is blooming and blossoming, and it is time to reap what you've sown. So your affirmation should be, I am grateful for my beautiful harvest. I am really grateful for my beautiful harvest. Okay, let's see if I've got somebody else that I can pull a card for. Let's see. Okay. Delancia, I'm going to pull a card for you, Delancia. And this is about you not being stuck. Oops. Oh, and it jumped. Hey, we have a jumper for Delancia, and I'm hoping I'm spelling it that right. I was pronouncing it right. Delancia. Okay. Right, the card that jumps out for you, and don't forget you can get these from Amazon or your local metaphysical store. It's the romance card, okay? So what we're talking about with the romance card is your heart on your sleeve. Are you always taking people at face value? Trust your instincts. Your instincts are your spiritual GPS. Your intuition will tell you whether you're with the right person or not. If you're in a new relationship, the first 3 weeks, everybody's trying to on the best behaviour. After that, the veil comes down a little bit. Then you start to see them for who they are. And after 3 months, you know who you're with. So don't make any serious commitments if with somebody new until you've been with them for 3 months. If this is an established relationship, then what we need you to do is to breathe a bit of fresh romance into it. Okay? Figure out where you're clashing a little and breathe some fresh life into this romance. Susie says thank you. Tiffany says yeah, definitely resonates. So don't forget to be a page liker or a page follower these days. Don't forget to put a comment in the comment box. Don't forget to like the post, so next time I go live that you will show up on my stream. Also, don't forget, I do not send out friends requests, and I do not tell you that I'm going to be giving you messages, just send me this, just send me that, send me 50 quid. I don't do stuff like that. If you want a reading, you can go to the website and you can book a private session with me personally, or you can book one with Trish or Cherie. Debbie says, I'm in desperate need of a card. All right, let's see what we've got for Debbie. Oh, we've got another jumper. Debbie, whatever's going on around you, sweetheart, what Spirit wants you to do about it is not let it consume you. This is another way that we can get stuck. And that, you know, sometimes there isn't an easy answer to something. Sometimes the answer isn't apparent. Sometimes the answer is just turn that music up and sing to your heart's content and dance. Because that can very easily move your blockages. By singing and dancing to happy songs. That helps you maintain your attitude of gratitude. That helps change your vibration. That helps change the energy up in the house. So for right now, Debbie, sorry, there isn't an easy answer. The only answer Spirit's going to give you today is turn that music up and sing and dance to your heart's content, because music will change your vibration and it will change the energy. And it will lift your state of consciousness faster than anything else will. Okay? So that's all I have for you today, folks. I'll see you again on Monday at approximately the same time, which is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK, which is 9 a.m. Eastern time in the States. So thank you for tuning in. And I'm sure I'm going to pick another interesting topic to talk about on Monday. We will be discussing the trends of the week, and we will definitely be pulling some messages for page likers and sharers and all that. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Lots of love. Bye-bye now. Bye.